Hey guys, welcome back. Life is a season. There's a quote once said, if we have no winter, the spring would not be so pleasant. If we did not sometimes taste of adversity, prosperity would not be so welcome. There's time in our life that when we in a bad season, we think that this season would last forever and I will never accomplish my dreams and I will never accomplish my goals. Life is so hard, everything just go against me. Sometimes when we in that season, we think that the world goes against us. We think that we are stuck and that we will never able to get out of this difficulty. But I want to remind you that life is a journey through good times and bad times. So keep in mind during the tough part of your journey. Because a tough time will pass, and it will pass. I guarantee you that it will pass. It's like every storm, it will pass eventually. And ultimately, you will experience a real joy, a real happiness. If you are in a good season right now, awesome, enjoy it, appreciate it. Because I guarantee you, a bad season will come into your life. Not to say that you will scare, but for you to appreciate what you have in your life. Appreciate the people around you and treasure those moments and those memories. And if you are in the bad season right now, keep grinding, keep planting the seeds, keep watering a plant, keep putting the work, keep grinding as much as you can. The expectation doesn't have to be the word. You don't have to hit the home run when you're in the bad season. Just run as much as you can. And keep grinding. The key is not to give up, not to talk yourself out of putting in the work. Recently, I have one of the experience that when things didn't go the way I was thinking of, and when a result didn't go the way that I anticipated, and I told myself that shit, something wrong with my method, something wrong with my approach. And there's a voice in myself told me that, hey, why put in the work? That's enemy. The voice of enemy told me that, hey, why put in the work? Why just give up? Why just wait until this season pass? And I almost gave into that temptation of not putting in the work. But this is a good reminder for me to understand that life is a season and seasons won't last forever. We will go through hard times and the good times. And I have to understand that during the hard times, it will pass. And even during the hard times, especially when I most don't feel like it, that's when I know that I need to put in the work. And sometimes, I just need that reminder to me that a life pat in my back that, hey, this will pass. Keep putting in the work. Because ultimately, I will experience a great joy, a joy that I will never experience before. I convinced that the harder you work for something, the greater you will feel when you achieve it. I mean, it's okay to have doubt, because that doubt, that voice of enemies will always somehow coming back and tempted to seduce you, to convince you that, hey, to give up. But if you give in now, the next time you will get weaker and weaker, and you will more easier to give in that temptation of giving up. But once you understand this, winter will pass and you will never experience a great joy of the spring if there's no winter in our life. And that's what the purpose of hard time, and that's the purpose of adversity. To build your strength, to really let you experience what really is a true joy. What really is a true happiness. Some days are more difficult than others. If today is one of them, remind yourself to just breathe. You can pick up a fight again tomorrow, but never give up. Don't you dare giving up. Don't you dare giving up on yourself. Don't you dare giving up on the people that believe in you. You own the promise to yourself and you own the promise to everyone around you. Once again, when you're in a bad season, keep planting seeds for growth, because you can ultimately experience a bummer crop. Experience ultimate joy and happiness. Everything is working behind the scene. It may feel difficult now, but you will be so proud of yourself when you are done. Remember that everything that happens helps you grow, even if it's hard for you to see it now, and that's what it really means. When we are in a difficult time, when we keep putting the work and we don't see it right now, I know it's really hard. When we are in the difficulty, we think that, man, would last forever. And in that moment, in that particular times, there's no way, it's almost like no way to see the bright, to see the sun. It's really hard. The purpose is to remind yourself that this is normal. This is not the end of the world. This is not personal. Most people experience it, but not everyone gets through it. But when you understand this, you have this knowledge, you have this piece of advice to tell you that, hey, this is just part of life. This is not something that I'm the only one experiencing. No, it's not. Almost everyone goes through this. Sometimes when a hard time, when the adversity come, we tell ourselves that, man, we become bitter, we become frustrated, we become upset because we told ourselves that this is not part of our plan, this is not part of my plan, this is not part of the course, but it actually is. It is part of the course. It's a part of your plan. You just don't want to accept it. The road to success is always have failure and always have challenges and always have tough time and good times. And it's just a good reminder that, hey, this is part of life. This is part of the plan. That's when you have this reminder and you don't get disappointed and have that peace in your mind and knowing that, hey, I need to keep going. It will pass. So sometimes we just need that reminder to keep going. And when the most difficulty comes, that's when the time that you really need to know that you must plant more seeds. You must put more effort. That's the difficult part of it. We want to do more things when we see more rewards. It's a natural human tendencies. Who want to put in more work when we don't see a result? Who want to asking more girls out when we keep getting rejection after rejection? Who want to put in more work after you that's like keep calling over and over again and nobody answer your phone calls? But we have to know that if we give up, we will experience a regret forever. So the only way is you have to keep going because eventually there's somebody will answer your phone call. There's a girl will say yes to your date. It will happen. And again, I know it's not easy to hear this when you are in the difficult times. But they will all pass. It will all pass. To sum up, success rises and falls. If you are in a fall, don't worry, you will climb back up again. And if you are in a rise, appreciate the moment, appreciate everything you have. If you are in the good times, appreciate everything you have. Appreciate everything that happened for you. Remind yourself that you need to put in the work even when you don't see it. You need to keep planting seeds for growth because eventually, finally, you will experience a bummer crop. You will experience the ultimate joy and happiness. You will be so proud of yourself when you finally arrive. Remember, nothing lasts forever. And it also applies to a tough time. Life is a season. You will have a difficult season, but at the same time, you will also have an amazing season. Keep going. Don't give up. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this episode and got a value out of it. And if you did, please share with other people that you know. And leave a great review. That will help the world find me easier. And as always, you guys are amazing. Thank you.